Once in a quiet kingdom, a gentle king lived with his two children, a daughter and a son. After their mother passed away, the king married again, hoping to bring warmth back to the castle. Yet the new queen was proud and cold, and she made the children feel lonely in their own home. One spring morning, while the king was away, the queen sent the little princess to a garden room and told her to promise in secret that she would not repeat what she was about to see. The girl promised, for she was honest and trusting. Then the queen broke the king's favourite silver cup and laid the blame on the princess. When the king returned, he was upset to see the broken cup. The queen spoke quickly and sadly, saying the princess must have done it. The girl cried, but because of her promise, she could only bow her head and stay silent. The next day, the king's small dog went missing from the courtyard. Again, the queen blamed the princess, and the king felt his heart grow heavy with confusion. The princess wished she could explain, but she remembered her promise and said nothing. At last, a kind old nurse saw the tears in the child's eyes and whispered, "My dear, sometimes silence is a heavy coat. Keep your heart brave, and help may come." That night, the princess slipped quietly into the forest and came to a clear little well hidden beneath willow branches. She washed her hands in the cool water and rested beside the mossy stones. In her sleep, she dreamed of her mother, who smiled softly and said, "Be gentle, be patient, and keep faith. Truth has a way of finding the light." The next morning, the princess climbed into a broad tree beside the well to rest and hide. Soon, a servant girl came for water. She leaned over the well and saw a lovely face looking up at her from the shining surface. For a moment, she thought the well had made her beautiful. Startled and delighted, she hurried back to the castle, telling everyone of the wonderful sight. More people came to look. Some laughed, some gasped, and at last the young prince from the neighbouring palace came to see for himself. He looked into the water, then looked up into the branches, and there he found the princess watching quietly from her leafy shelter. He helped her down with great care, and when he saw how tired and lonely she was, his heart filled with kindness. The princess still did not tell her story, for her promise held her tongue. But the prince knew she was special, and he asked her to stay at his palace until she felt safe again. There, the princess was given warm bread, soft blankets, and a sunlit room with a window that opened to the garden. Day by day, she grew calmer. The prince was always respectful and patient, and the princess began to trust him. They became good friends first, and then dear companions. At last, the prophecy from her dream was true.